So we will continue our journey. I have to look to this PC problem today. So question is, are you applying these principles? And if you are applying these principles in your daily life, are you changing? So understand a non-seeker also lives the same life. And a seeker also lives the same life, same situation, same challenges in our life. You know, when you are awakened, then it doesn't mean that your face changes, your body changes, you have three eyes. It is everything is inside. So people have created such a rumor that has created lot of doubt. So seeker does not want to make anyone happy. Take an example. Seeker intentionally, even he has no intention to make anyone unhappy. It does not mean that the people are not unhappy with him. Do you see that? You have to understand that point. I'm a seeker. I always thought of it. I had a good intention about you, but still the people are unhappy with you. Yes. What to say? The Buddha was stoned. Who we are? He was stoned continuously. So we have to get rid of this notion. People are unhappy with those seekers also. But I have to check it again and again. How? Likes does not remain the likes in my mind. Dislike does not remain the dislike in my mind. How that is possible? So how that is possible? Will my neighbor address my pain and suffering, or I have to address? So if I have to address, it means I have to address my mind. I'm going to make a statement which perhaps you will love. Seeker's role living the life that seeker should not become a problem to anyone. He should be or she should be a solution all the time. I have to be a solution. If I have to be a solution in any situation, event, and condition, obviously I am a seeker because my thought, my speech, my action, and that is what the result of these 5 steps. We have been talking about these 5 steps. So if you are a seeker, I have to check. I have a benchmark that I am a solution to a problem. But I don't know anything, then keep quiet. Keep quiet. That is also a solution. Remember, this is very, very important because all these 5 steps brings a transformation to our mind. So how that changes, should I take care of the mind or should I take care of the challenges that I have in the world daily? We have a challenges every day. We have challenges every day. We have to understand. It's again a part of the problem. Monday, worried about work, deadline. Tuesday, anxious about relationship. Wednesday, stressed about finances. Thursday, concerned about health. Why Thursday concerned about health? Because I have a doctor's appointment. Do you see that? And Friday, fearful about the future. Weekends, no meeting. I just want to live lonely because I have lot of problems, and then I continue to aggravate the problem. That is one way to look at the life. And the other way to look at the life is mind. You should be in order. Why you have been thinking this like this? Are you getting it? We are going deeper in these sessions. You have to apply that. You have to, not only you have to become seeker, you have to reach to the highest state. You see that? I had one, I had only 1 day problem and it spreads into the next week. Think, think. Do we want to be a solution or do we want to be a problem? If I want to be a problem, or subconsciously or impulsively, simple reason that mind is not purified, the mind has all the impurities, and I'm looking a solution outside. I'm not taking care of my own mind. Go a little more deeper. Mind means the thought, speech, and action. Thought, speech, and action. Go further. It's my behavior and attitude. Go further. The way I respond or react. The, may, the way I have a reservation about your likes and dislikes. Mind is totally free. All the 5 step helps us to change that pattern in our life. So I take care of the mind. I address whenever I experience any issue, any challenge, I look back at the mind. Why? The answer will come in the next 5 steps to develop a witness consciousness. Means, or to evolve into a higher state of the consciousness or higher state of the mind, or to recognize and realize. Think in that my level of awareness will always be higher. Higher means what? I'm not getting carried away by any event, anything, any relations. That is what the first 5 steps educates and empowers us. See from the other perspective so that you will have a deeper and clear understanding. What you do on a weekly basis, you start doing some activities on Monday, Tuesday until the weekend. I work differently. My assignment, my work is different. Your work is different. It is there. Everyone is doing a different activities. Maybe you are repairing your home. Second is repairing the car. Third is buying a car. Fourth wants to build a good relationship, so his mind starts thinking. We all are working days after days. We are doing something or the other every day. Why? To avoid unfavorable circumstances, conditions, events in our life. No one wants to be in stress. Everyone wants to solve that. We are doing everything possible to avoid, reject, or change the unfavorable circumstances. Clear. That is one thing is clear. Now the master is asking a question that how many of wants to work on the mind and how many of us wants to work on the world outside. Situation is the same, event is the same, person is the same, relations are the same. So that is one liner that I have to work on the mind. I'm studying Eastern wisdom to study myself. So I have to now, I will bring about a change the way I perform an action. I have to release the attachment from the action. And then gradually and progressively, I should have a realization that I am the knower, not the doer and the enjoyer. What is going to happen? It is going to change your perspective towards the world, towards the life, towards the stress, towards the anxiety. You will have a lot of calmness and peace all the time. Even when you don't have an intention to make anyone unhappy, people will become unhappy. That is sure, because it depends on their level of evolution, their level of awareness. So people become unhappy because of their level of evolution, and you are chasing them. Please, please, please listen to me. I don't have that. We always express, I don't have the wrong intention. Always have a good intention. The guy says, then what? You already made me unhappy. It happens in the family. It happens in your relationship. It happens with the friends. Are you getting it? So these 5 steps has a very deeper understanding. And that understanding helps us to think, speak, and act in our personal life, in our professional life, in our social life, in our family life. Oh, I was telling you this guy who started attending the session. He attended almost in January and February. He attended a couple of the sessions. And but his intention was that this guy can bless his mom and she will get rid of the cancer. Now he has started abusing. His mother has died recently. That you did not bless. No one can bless. Very clear. The prayer and the blessing has an effect. Yes, it has an effect. I can increase my lifespan by the objective means, but the death is inevitable. Oh, you sent a couple of emails, so it's okay. You can think of that. It happens in your family, it happens with your relations, it happens almost every day. So now link this. Link with, I said, grows. So if you are practicing the Shanti mantra every day, you continue to do the practice until the time comes your mind reminds you daily in the morning and before going to the sleep. What is this? This is a changes in your thought, speech, and action. And when it changes, you will feel that you have shed the burden of lot of challenges in your life. Your life will be totally calm and relaxed. Inner relaxation, outer challenges, definitely we have to meet those outer challenges of finances, of health issues, physical health issues. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karva Vahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu. So what we have just discussed now, with that reference, you contemplate and reflect on this grows principle, and you will find out. May all be protected. You don't want to make unhappy anyone. Your your intention is to be a part of the solution, not the part of the problem. You see, protection. Look at it. That is the subtle message the Master has been giving us. I already told you every verse is a zip folder. We have to open up. The more you open up, you get a clarity. May we all be protected. The moment I'm meeting you, I have that intention. Let we all be protected. And if there is a possibility I can protect you, yes, I will. The moment you have an intention that, oh, you can protect me, you have the ability, yes, you do it. So we have that intention, not the intention of the impulsive and habitual mind, which is carried away by the likes and dislikes. It will purify your mind, and that purification state, purified state of the mind will remain all the time. And when that remains all the time, can you think that unfavorable condition and circumstances dissolves from your mind? They are known as, I have already told you, they are known as sins. That is the fifth step. Don't start thinking of sin and virtue, merit or demerit with reference to the religion. It has nothing to do with them. So look, contemplate and reflect with reference. Second, Sahana Bhunaktu, may it nourish us both. It cannot offer physical means, but yes, mentally, emotionally, I can help you nurture. That is what I'm doing. Do you see that? May it nourish us both, even especially in your relationship. If one is not understanding, keep quiet. What is the magic way to build a good relationship? Oh, my honey speaks and I keep silent. And when he or she doesn't speak, I still keep silent. It is a point of awareness. I'm just saying. It doesn't mean that you don't speak, but the message is clear. We nourish. Third message, you look deeply. Sahaviryam karva vahe. May we work together with energy. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, in any relationship. Yeah, for example, you have some physical issues, you go to the doctor, you take an appointment, and at the reception, they also look at it. This guy is crazy. So you want to give a burden to the doctor that look at this guy who is going to die. So you have an intense attachment with the body. Sahviryam karva vahi. It has to change your entire perspective of life. Ma vidvisha vahi. You see the last line of the verse. Let us not have any jealousy or duality. Means what? The like does not remain the like. Dislike does not remain the dislike in my mind. For example, I dislike eating pasta. So if other food is available, yes, definitely I will take. But disliking does not have an emotional effect on my mind. Should I not express this house is beautiful or that house is more beautiful? Yes, we should. I believe you're getting it. People are deeper level of the seekers. Don't forget, so once you have understood this, so don't forget the goal of Eastern wisdom. Two goals: end of suffering, all kinds of suffering. And the second goal is awakening. Awakening to what? Awakening that I am the real self of the nature of peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. And first goal is end of suffering. What it means, that suffering at any level does not touch you in any way. That is the goal of Eastern wisdom. Now, see, I'm just reminding you so that you will remember all the time, and that will help you to raise your level of awareness in everyday living. So, when I say the end of suffering and awakening to inner peace and happiness, pay attention. How we invite suffering or how we experience suffering in our life, personal, professional, social, family life. Yeah. Pertaining to the six neighbors. But why I have a suffering? Because I have many goals towards career, marriage, relations. Do you see that? They are the goals in life. And what about the awakening? That is a goal of life. Do you understand the meaning? Goals in life. There are many goals in life. You have different goals. I have different goals. I want to just, I've been writing 3 books simultaneously. That is outer goal. Even if I'm writing on Eastern wisdom. But what is the goal of life? These 5 steps gives you that idea and understanding. The goal of life, once it is achieved, it will remain as it is. It is permanent. It is eternal. It does not undergo any change. And once you have achieved the goal of life, that is going to support your goals in life of career, of profession, of relationship. That is why you have joined the session. Real self does not have a problem. So my goal of life is to find the real self. But it doesn't mean that I should go to the Himalayas, sit there and leave everything. Even the monk has to be active. Even the monk has to earn money to maintain the monastery. Don't think in that way. So never forget this understanding. Keep all the time in your mind. And then go back to the topic that I started. You will have a clear understanding. The goal of life is to find the real self. That is one way to say. Tell me who doesn't want peace and happiness, love, truth, and wisdom in their life, especially with a human being. Look at the living beings. They are also seeking the same happiness. That is the goal of life. And what are the goals in life? Goals in life will definitely be separate, different from one person to other. One is doing business, second is doing teaching something, third is professions will definitely be different. Situations are different. So our false I, due to the ignorance, is supporting my personal, professional, social, and family life. Because as long as they are supporting, I'll have problem, I'll have challenges, I'll have unfavorable situation and condition, because the false I will reflect accordingly. But when the real self is supporting my daily activities at the personal, professional, social, and the family level, the life is going to change. Again, remember, I'm proving that we are of the nature of the real self of peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. Same. We have to prove it. The real self is there. Goal of life is there. Goal of life to have that peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom is my essential nature. I have to prove that. And from that, I have to work on my personal, professional, social, family life. Honey wants to leave, you let him or her leave. But you don't have that intention. Do you remember I told you, I gave you an example. I don't want to make anyone unhappy. False I makes one happy, impulsive mind. But does it mean that no one will be unhappy with you? No, not possible. These 5 steps are great steps. Next 5 steps will help us to go and experience that higher state of awareness. And that is why I have been stressing that check yourself. I am a seeker or not. In the morning, I am a seeker first, then I am a teacher. I'm a seeker first, then I'm a husband. I'm a seeker first, then I'm a wife. I'm a seeker first, then I'm a daughter. In your country, Dennis, when guy had a problem with the daughter, and the daughter stopped talking, and the father was supporting financially education and staying and etc. So he approached me and he said, what should I do? Now I want to stop the finances. I said, no and never. Don't want to make anyone happy. You have the resources, must give. What should I do then? I said that you send one email every day. What should be the content? I said, simple content. You are my daughter. I love you. I care you. I hope we will meet. He wrote for 6 months. Now they have such a wonderful relationship. You don't want to make anyone unhappy. But if one becomes unhappy, then it's okay. Because his daughters told the dad that, Dad, I never thought that you have such a good intention. In spite of my fighting with you, you have taken care of me. So even those who are living unconsciously may realize, may not realize, may realize, may not realize. But I'm living a life of a seeker. So you said you have started the journey. Instead of a false I, I'm living a life of a seeker. Mistakes will tend to happen. Let it happen. So that seekership will be replaced by awakened. So we have created that pattern in our life. This is going to help you. These 5 steps are going to help you in this. I may have one more session of this 5 steps, but after that, I will go further. That is why I created an acronym, SMART. S means study. M, you can say mindful action. Mindful action means the karma yoga. Hmm? Align, align yourself with the entire existence where I'm offering where I'm doing all my action. Can I move my hand like this if there is no space? So I'm grateful to this space. Is it possible to speak if I don't get the air, don't get the food? So the entire existence altogether, which is helping me to think, speak, and act, perform the action. So I'm grateful to that existence. That is helping me to become the doer and the enjoyer. Take an example. You don't have the air and the space. Okay? Now, if I touch you, will you feel the sensation? Think. No, you feel the sensation because, there is, what we say? Endorphin changes takes. Oh, yeah, that is okay. Hormonal changes. That's why we feel the sensuality. Minus air and the space. Let the endorphin be there. Are you getting it? Understand that subjective understanding. It is not possible. My eyes are seeing you because of that consciousness. My eyes are 100% right. Minus consciousness, can I see you? Ears, minus consciousness, can I hear you? So the third is aligned with the existence. And fourth is now, when I align with the existence, my impulsive mind constantly haunts me. How? With attachment, with detachment, with strong likes and dislikes. So now I have a support of the existence and by which I release my attachment. R, smart. Just remember smart. When, all the time. And T, transform the past impressions. Why? They are responsible for my sins, merit and demerit. Just translate into that way, and you will see that the life is going to change. We have yet to reach to the awakened state, but my life has started changing. What normally people feel, let me go into meditation, I will awaken myself, and then all the problems are gone. Why all the problems will go away? Then we create something, some rumors, or you can say hallucinations. What is that hallucination? If I'm awakened, then I will not die. Body will not going to leave you. Body is going to leave you. Buddha has left the body. Jesus has left the body. All the masters have left. You have to be very clear. Awakened state. What is that awakened? Now I'm not the body. Who knows the birth and death? Finished. I'm none of these six neighbors. I'm of the nature of the consciousness, so I'm happy. When? All the time. Where? In all the locations. In which relationship? In all the relationship. That is going to lay very strong foundation. So now I believe that grows, one acronym, and second is the SMART, which covers the 5-step. And goal of life is only one for everyone, every living species, including the humans. Goals in life may vary, let it vary. One is teaching, one is doing manual work, third is teach, fourth is doing all the activities. So we welcome all the activities. That is how the mind, that is how the destiny has chosen me to these works. So that is, goals of life is transformed, is tuned to the goal of life, where you will discover the merit and demerits are gone. You'll have no challenges. Yes, you'll have challenges. Why you don't have challenges? That comes in relationship. That is our personal, professional, social, and family life. Challenges are there. Challenges is not there in the real self. Even you have this thought, my friend, even if you have this thought guided by the emotion and feeling, you are a seeker. We will not have those anxiety, duality, and a conflict. Huh? You will not reflect, oh, last week, Monday, I had anxiety. Tuesday, I have a problem with my honey. Wednesday, I have doctor's appointment. I had lot of pain. Thursday, that is how the mind is thinking because of the false eye. One of the most important ways to bring about a change in my daily living, my responses. That will raise your awareness. And we have a higher state of the consciousness, and then uh, we can easily grasp those next 5 steps also. So close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Your place. So now the place. Place means the space. Sensation, obviously, air is there. Then we redirect the mind, consciously become aware of the space all around your physical body. Remember, it is the first neighbor from outside. Position of the body, second neighbor. Steadiness is perceived, understood, experienced by the fifth neighbor, the intellect, taking over the mind. You have to understand these subtle aspects. Then why I have to understand it in the practice? Your mind is not carried away by past impression, which will say, I have not done the yoga posture, that is why I am not able to sit for a longer period. So, then being comfortable, I have explained you many ways. Her sensation, comfort, and steadiness, and being carefree. So you see that what I say in being carefree, that you are looking inside the forehead in the space. The first, that space is separated from the thoughts, feeling, and emotions, enters into your mind as unwanted guest. So you have that awareness that these two are separate. That is enough. When you see these two are separate, we need not to say what is going to happen. The false I merges them together. The mind has a stress, the false I says, I have a stress. The body has a pain, the false I says, I have a pain. But the very separation makes you aware that no, these six neighbors have challenges, not me. And that is the right moment to prove. So we start with Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. That is one level of proving. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. You see that I just explained you all the six neighbors with reference to being comfortable and being carefree. They all are together. It is one concept. And that will help you to grow and advance into a meditative state. May there be happiness for all. Please, you are thinking. Or in meditation, I'm thinking, yes. You are reflecting on it. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. You start reflecting on, may there be peace for all. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. May there be peace for all. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Mind wants to run impulsively to the thought pertaining to an object in the world. And you have a thought, I'm complete in myself. Why you are chasing, running after? Why mind? Why? Why? You simply say it and become aware and see what happens. I'm complete in myself. You want to prove it. So if I'm complete in myself, I will calm down. If I'm not complete in myself, definitely, then leave the journey. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be an auspiciousness for all. Blessing, grace should continue. Now we will go to the active steps, looking deep inside the forehead in the space. So check each and every part. You are aware of the forehead on the skin, then you look inside the skin. You are aware of the space or darkness, and there you are dropping Om Shanti. Then you check the whole body, steadiness in the body. And now the third point of awareness, you start breathing long, deep, and the hissing into the rib cage. Continue. Long, deep. Remember your total. How do you know that? The intellect should know it. It is your fifth neighbor. Still, the neighbor are helping us. You have to bring them all together. So, intellect is aware of the expansion of the rib cage and contraction of the rib cage. And I have already told you the mind will show the tantrum, it will start changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath, and the intellect with endurance does not want to change the rhythm. And that is going to, we are changing the mind in intellect through the breathing, through the Om Shanti. Goal is still the same. We want to prove. We have to think in that way. Then what will happen, even if your mind says, I cannot do it, you will start doing it. And I have already discussed, I'm just reminding you, endurance will help you to cut the mind negative connotation, and it will take you to a point of joy of doing it. One day you will experience, oh, it's a joy of doing. Or today also, continue. chest breathing. We are continuing with the chest breathing. Long, deep in the hissing breath, equal duration of the inhalation and exhalation. We are not doing the fire breath or Kapalbhati or Bhastrika, as we are aware of those practices. You are doing 30, yes, you are doing 4 minutes. It was a slip of the tongue, not 30 minutes. And now do nothing. Pay attention to the flow of the breath. You're aware of the flow of the breath and the body. Experience the changes in the body. Any changes, maybe a vision, color, numbness, tingling. And what happens, sometimes the body freezes completely. I wanted to, they are known as miracles, but they are not at all miracles at all. So you are doing it regularly for a little bit longer period. Your body becomes like a wood or a stone. And then you are breathing, you start hopping. Is it a miracle? No. It has got its basis. I have seen that hopping with me, my experience, for a couple of years. Looking deep inside the forehead again, Om Shanti, and this time we are doing belly breathing. Again, belly inhalation and expansion, belly exhalation. You are squeezing the belly, long, deep in the hissing breath, in the state of the stillness. But your goal is not hopping, not the demonstration. But even if it is not, will it happen? Yes. Oh, then I am very much inspired. Oh, so it is the false eye. Long, deep in the hissing breath into the belly. Intellect is taking care of the mind, is doing the long, deep in the hissing. If it is not doing, it invokes the endurance. No, you have to do it. So that you start moving to the joy of doing. You see, when you have a clear understanding, the mind, you don't give any chance to the mind not to do it. That is what, I'm trying to inspire your mind. Long, deep in the hissing breath, Om Shanti continues. So today we are doing the two different practices of the breathing. I hope it will have a deeper experience. To say nothing. That's why I'm not saying anything. I'm with you. And now, stop this, pay attention to the flow of the breath and experience the changes, even by these two different breathing. Because if the body almost freezes down, the numbness is there, that also gives a sense of understanding that I'm not the body. There are many, many ways. Yes, you are aware of the breath plus the experiences and the changes, that is, change in the experiences. In that state, you are looking at the 16 segments of the fingers of either hand and you are dropping Om Shanti. I have not to speak anything, but I will speak after a minute or little more than, so that you have a reminder. Continue dropping Om Shanti. You are aware of the 16 segments, one after other, and dropping Om Shanti. And now is the time to move the mind inside the cave of your heart. Visualize the triangle pointing upward of any color. Move the mind on the side of a triangle, dropping Om Shanti, and find a sync. So when you see that, it's a complete sync because of the previous two steps. The moment you have a sync, you have to sing mentally, loudly, in your mind, by which you are pushing the mind inside the cave of your heart. When you see the mind seemingly stops, you say Shanti, and then you are in a state of doing nothing. Why? That doer and the enjoyership is falsely created in us by the body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, these six neighbors. We are the knowers, seers, the real self. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences, bring the hands down, We'll share our experiences. How are you, Brandy?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for the lesson and the meditation today. I was really struck during the lesson about, we spend every day of the week worried about something and working on something when really should be working on the mind. And I know you said that in so many ways, but it really rang true for me today. And so that's what I spent time reflecting on during the meditation, just
Beautiful. So
working on the mind.
promise me that you will work on the mind first before you work on outer challenges. Good. That's really good. How are you, David and Jerry?
Good, thank you. The lesson really resonated the relationship and the alignment that I think we need to have between um, the goal of life versus the goal in life. And I think our goals in life need to align with the goals of life, or goal of life, which is really one. So that really resonated with me, and my meditation was deep and very freeing.
Beautiful. You see, it is the same thing. Whether I say work on the mind means that you are working on the impulsive, impure, strong likes and dislikes mind, or when you say the goals in life should align with the goals of life, so you are dropping the mind in between. So every teacher has their own expression. But how to do that? Can I achieve the higher state instantly? No. But what is the first step? Just remember that I have to work on the mind. Just remember the goal of life by thought. How do you remember? By thought. The false I has come in. My goal of life is this. And see what happens. And tell me, how are you, Jerry?
Sorry, I'm good, thank you. The meditation was deep, absorbed. Um, I feel like the goals in life, we get the opportunity every day to look at the goals in life and see if we're aligned with those, and an opportunity to um, not expect there not to be challenges or changes. So when we know that it's always going to change, whether
Yeah.
whether we see it as a challenge, it's always an opportunity. So
Yes.
it's always an opportunity every day to check the mind and prove where we are.
Yes. I have a stress in this particular event. So I see that let me remember the goal of life is to remain calm. Why remain calm? Because calmness and peace is the essential nature of the real self. Once I recognize this, now this stress in this event is an opportunity for me. But if I don't, then I am carried away by that stress. Then I say, you are responsible for this problem in my life. That is why these 5 steps are very important. How are you, Samir?
Sir, I think day-to-day activity helps me a lot in meditation. First, I do activity, then I experience it, then there is a result, and after that, it helps me in going deep in meditation
Good?
because all the activities take me to the meditation because I maybe I'm not able to explain, but the right thing goes towards meditation.
Yes, yes, or goes to
Dogma.
meditation, or
Because
simple.
if I'm jealous with anybody or I'm comparing myself with anybody, means that takes me to stress.
Yeah,
When I sit, contemplate, and then I think that what I was doing that was wrong. And
Yes,
the right path is to go into.
yes. Monday I compare with my honey, Tuesday I compare with the neighbor, and so on. That is how the impulsive mind is working. So, what you said, that is another way to put it: before, during, and after every thought, speech, and action, I'm able to maintain the calmness. Even if I realize the real self or not, I have some glimpses of it. Before the action, before I speak or take part in any action, during the action, during the action means that, oh, that real self, that consciousness is separate from the mind. And after the action, you are that inner calmness is there. That is the same way you see that every day you find an opportunity. You only have an opportunity when you consciously see it. Beautifully put it. How are you, Dennis?
Thank you for the lesson. And you mentioned today a principle that my intention is not to make anyone unhappy. I think it's a great principle, but regardless of my intention, people around me will become happy and unhappy.
Yes.
And if they're happy, that's great. If they are unhappy, I should see how I can help and use all the resources available to me to help. And if they are still unhappy and there is nothing else I can do, I should just make sure my mind stays calm and unaffected.
In that,
And
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and as far as the meditation, it was really deep and calm. Thank you.
You see, in that very process, that I don't want to make myself unhappy. Goal is this. When I say I don't want to, my intention is not to make anyone unhappy. The goal is still inside. That I don't want to get into anxiety, I don't want to react, I don't. The goal is still inside. Do you see that? We are selfish. We are selfish not to make anyone unhappy. So that is going to evolve your mind. But that is also going to help in our the world outside. Do you see that? Such a simple way, but it demands lot from our life. How are you, Christina?
Thank you. I sort of sense a bigger space between my real self and the over identification with the problems and the roles I play, and that sense of peace
Yes.
that seems, you know, sometimes it feels like so much of a struggle to get there. And today didn't feel like that. So I guess it just builds on itself to the
So
awakenings.
the way it dispelled today, if I work on the mind and keep the same state, it will happen tomorrow also. It will happen day after tomorrow also. But why I forget? Because between the goals of life and goal goals in life, the false I comes. Whether you say false I, whether you say impulsive mind, whether you say I have to struggle a lot. Who has to struggle? That I have to struggle is identifying with the challenges outside. I'm not working on the mind. Very deep, but I'm just trying to make it very easy. How are you, Weber? Then we'll go to Terry.
Thank you, sir. The mind was scattered today, so I'm just trying my awareness that there is a separation between that and bring myself to calmness.
Yes, yes, yes. You should no. You see that I don't want to disturb my happiness. It means it simply means that I don't want to think, speak, and act of creating unhappiness in the lives of others. Just see, I'm just giving a different expression, and everything is in the Eastern wisdom in different text. So even if I have taken one text, so I bring the cross references from the other text to help you understand clearly what it means by these 5 steps. Beautifully said, Vaibhav. How are you, Terry? Your cap is so good. I have to come and take it, your cap, yeah.
Thank you. I remain calmer than usual, but the time change tricks me. So I was late to the class. I apologize.
Yes, you focus on only one thing, calmness. So if I'm reacting to you, can I maintain my calmness? One question. While reacting to you, am I making you happy or unhappy? I've already created a condition. So let me move with the happiness. Let me become a part of the solution, not a problem.
I'm trying.
You are. You are. You are doing it. You are doing it great. So we have only fireflies. I'm not going to ask him to share. That is all for today. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Namaste.
you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.